Hey yo, what up though? It's your boy Brad B-Rad Butler II, and welcome to another edition of Lit Motivation #Litmo. Alright, so let's get into it. Now, I've had a number of people speak to me about the fact that they just feel like they want to do what I do, they want to speak and they want to tell their story, but they just feel like their story isn't strong enough, and you know, they don't have the right to go out and speak to other people, or their life is too messed up, or their message is too messed up. Like, what I want you to understand right now, right here and right now, is that your mess is the message, right? And some of you're like, man, I don't get it. Like, how can my life be so messed up and I'd be dealing with so many different things? How could I possibly motivate, inspire, and encourage and empower people to do better within their life? And I've had so many traumatic things that I've dealt with in my life, and I might still be dealing with, right? But I need you to understand that your mess is the message, right? Every time that you go out and tell your story, every time that you go out to help somebody else, every time that you're able to grab somebody and help a person that's in need, you may be potentially saving a life. Listen, my mentor told me a long time ago that, Brad, if you don't tell your story, if you do not go out and tell your story to the people, someone might die, and it's gonna be your fault. You're gonna have that on your conscience. And it doesn't mean that, okay, I'm going to literally go out and do harm to somebody. But what it means is that if I don't tell my story, they might not get the message from me. They might not hear the testimony that I have, and that might help them to get through whatever it is that they're dealing with. So you already know, like my parents, they were heroin addicts, right? Okay, and then I was a special ed kid, so I dealt with all the adversity that came with that. Feeling like I wasn't smart enough and I couldn't do certain things with my life and I couldn't go to college, and I did it anyway, right? If I don't tell my story, if I don't tell people about all the things and like the poverty and the things that I went through within my family and how we were able to overcome it and how I was able to get to the level that I'm currently at, like, it won't help somebody within their life, and they'll feel like no one else can help them. Like, they're just stuck and they'll be there for the rest of their life, and that's not true. That's not true at all. Like, your mess literally is the message. Like, people want to hear transparency. People want to know that you're not some superhuman being and that you weren't just born into this situation and you just all of a sudden had this success in your life. No, it took work. It took time for you to develop your skill and your gift for you to get to where you needed to be, right? They always say it, blood, sweat, and tears. That is a fact. That goes into it if you want to be successful, right? And that goes into your story. You have to tell them everything that you've gone through, all the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys, the places where you failed and you fell flat on your face, but you got up and you started over again. They say it all the time. Listen, you fall down 9 times and get up 10. Like, your mess is the message. I still, to this day, I still deal with things. I still deal with forms of adversity. And it doesn't matter, because once I get through it, I'll now have another testimony for you. I'll now have something else that I can tell you that I got through, that I made it through, that I beat. Like, I literally say it all the time. If it's not strong enough to kill me, then it ain't strong enough to stop me. So literally, your mess is the message. Please, you gotta understand that. You gotta feel that in your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, and your spirit, that you are special and you got something special inside you. And if you feel like you've got a message that should be delivered to other people in the world, then you need to start telling that message to people. You need to start helping people, because you could literally save a life just by telling your story, just by giving your testimony. So listen to me. Your mess is the message, and someone needs that message from you. Listen, it's your boy Brad B-Rad Butler II, and I encourage every last one of you to make your next day your best day. Peace. I'll see you next week.